Hello, welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica, and this show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business, sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. I've got some exciting things to talk to you all about today. First off, the video today we're talking about is how long does it take? How long does it take for you to make some money, to go full-time in voiceover? We're going to talk about how long it takes today in this video. First off, before we get to that, I want to mention that make sure you hit that like and subscribe button as always, and that notification bell so that you know when we put out a video or we go live. I've been going live more often recently. Also, make sure that you check out A VO's Journey Elite Academy. Let's see, what do we got? Bam! Right there. Right there. Join A VO's Journey Elite Academy. We'd love to have you. If you're looking to grow your voiceover business, now is the time to do it. And even more so, I'm really excited because the news we have today, I'm so thrilled to announce it finally. So at A VO's Journey Elite Academy, we have, I teach marketing, and we have our amazing voice acting teacher, Catherine Siggers. And this today is brand new news that we have a new teacher coming to our academy. I'm sure many of you know her. Gabrielle Nistico is going to be teaching at A VO's Journey Elite Academy. I'm very excited to announce it. And she starts in about 2 weeks. So I'm very thrilled to welcome her to A VO's Journey Elite Academy. So make sure you join the Academy, and don't miss that because we are so thrilled that she's going to be coming, teaching commercials, teaching marketing through commercials and voice acting through getting commercial voiceover work. I love Gabby, and she is incredible, and we are so thankful and excited that she's going to be a part of A VO's Journey Elite Academy. So that was the big news. I'm absolutely thrilled to announce that to everybody and super excited. There's a link below. Now's the time to join to be a part of that. We do have a half off to try us for this month as a shout out for Gabby joining. So give us a try. And you won't be sorry, and we're super excited of having her. So we'll be adding more information as time comes up. But anyways, check that out. So very excited. All right, so let's get into the video today about how long it takes. Okay, I wanted to do the video today because I've worked with a lot of students over the years, coaching, mentoring voice actors. As well as, voice actors in the academy. And I think this question always comes out because it can vary quite significantly from person to person, from voice actor to voice actor. So we have to kind of narrow down the question a little bit more. How long does it take? So we'll start with the first one. How long does it take to make money in voiceover? So I think that's even more narrow. Or that's somewhat narrow, but we need to narrow it down even more. So is it make money or make a profit? Those are two different things, right? And I think that's an important distinction to make. Because making money in voiceover, once you have your equipment set up, you have your studio set up, you are recording, you've got a good quality recording going on, you can start auditioning for audiobooks, putting yourself out there on websites, possibly getting some work, start trickling in. You can make some money. And it doesn't take very long to make some money. Now, if I was going to say make a profit, that will take longer. So profit meaning you're making money beyond how much your expenses are. So if you're spending, $500 a month on maybe it's training, maybe it's equipment, maybe it's marketing, whatever you're spending your money on, and then you're making $600 a month in voiceover, then you're making $100 profit. Let me be clear. This is a business. Businesses work by investing money into a product, a service, to earn more money in return. Okay. Now, I started my business with a $40 microphone, as many of you know, and a $200 gift card from my mom for my birthday. That's how I started my voiceover business. Now, I had a computer. So in some senses, I already had one of the main components. But, I started there. Now, that next month, I invested more money. And the month after that, and the month after that, and that first year, I invested way more money than I made. So I made money, but I didn't make a profit. That's a part of it. The second year, I made way more money, but I still didn't make a profit. It wasn't until my third year where I was really making a profit. And I think that that's something that you have to take in consideration to just be aware of it. Now, you might go faster. You might be that one person who spends next to no money and is able to make a whole ton of money. If you manage to do that, hats off to you. That's incredible. That's not the way business works. But, you have to invest something. Not only our time, but we've got to invest money. Now, I'm not saying invest tons of money, but, what I'm saying that you have to, you're going to be spending money. Even if it's on subscriptions, it's on training, something you're going to be spending money. Marketing. But you will make money, and you can make money fairly quickly if you're focused on the right thing. But making a profit does take time. I don't know if you guys remember that old. I remember growing up because my grandfather had owned his own business, and I always remember him saying, it always takes about 3 to 5 years for your business to actually show a profit, not make money, but show a profit. And I think that's an important distinction to make. So don't. So I guess I always go back to stop beating yourself up if you're not making a profit yet. Okay, that takes time. And if you're not making money yet, then we need, to focus our efforts on a singular thing. Like we've been talking recently about auditioning for audiobooks and things. Getting work that is readily available. It's not high-paying work, but it's there. Okay, and getting training can help with that tremendously. All right, as we know. So that's the making money part. Now, how long does it take to go full-time? This varies from person to person. Why do I say that it varies from person to person? Yes, talent plays a part in this. It can. Ability plays a part. Previous training, former training plays a part. But also a lot of other things play a part. Like, for example, I had a student the other day, and we were talking, and, he has X amount of bills that he has to pay. He has a family. He's got a mortgage. He's got a car. He's got, there's a lot of things that he has, just like me. I couldn't, I had a full-time job and I needed every penny of that, which means that if I was going to go full-time, I had to replace every penny of it and then account for the changes from month to month. Because you don't always, like during the summer, it's a lot slower. The economy goes up and down. Okay, there's some businesses or some places you work. I worked for as a teacher, so I didn't make a ton of money, but I always was guaranteed a paycheck. You know what I mean? As long as I work, unless the city was gonna go down. Okay, but so that wasn't. Now, mind you, because I was guaranteed a paycheck, I never made very much money. But the point I'm trying to make to you is that I had to account for that. So. And this my student was, but then I have other students who, for whatever reason, they're out of a job. They might have lost their job. They might be working a part-time job. They might have a situation where they didn't need to replace so much income. You might be a retiree, or you're getting ready to retire, and you have a pension, or you have something there, where you'll have some money. You're getting ready to get Social Security, something, and you want some extra income. You want something to do. You want, you don't need a great deal of money, but you need some money. Like there's a variety of different. You might be a stay-at-home dad or a stay-at-home mom. You might be. There's a whole variety of things. And so that changes how fast it takes you to go full time. So I do think that it's probably, again, continuing to narrow down what you're actually trying to get to is important. I do this exercise a lot with my students, and because we're actually knowing what you're trying to accomplish, it seems so easy. I want to be, this great voice actor. I want to make money doing voiceover. Like, these are very ambiguous goals. How do I know? Like, what is going to determine whether you're great? What is going to, like, how much money do you want to make? If I give you $5, are you satisfied? Are you done? No. So, like, we have to really define. And why is that important? Because of these things. Your brain does not work on theories. The way, like, and this is something psychologically, it's really interesting. And it's shown that, right, your brain and the way when we set goals and we do things, meeting those goals, the expectations you set and how particular you are with the facts or with what you're trying to get to matters. Because you will inevitably, when you set a goal, you will start to move towards that goal. But the goal you set has to be specific enough so that you know whether or not you've actually reached the goal or not. And the goal cannot be a feeling. So this is, it could be. Goal could be whatever you want. But that's an interesting look at, how long does it take me to feel like I'm successful at voiceover? That's an interesting thought. Right? How long does it take me to feel? And I think most of us go into voiceover with that idea because we'll arbitrarily set a number. And usually the number of or the money that people want to make in voiceover typically revolves around how much they're making in their job, and they want to replace that. Or how much they need to pay their bills, no more, no less. Like it's so usually the people I work with are very grounded in that type of number system. But the feeling is what usually people are actually inside that, like setting that goal. I want to feel successful, and then I want to feel successful if I will feel successful if I make this amount of money. Okay, but then if I dig deeper, most people say, well, actually, I really want to make a little bit more money. I'd actually like to make this. Well, this is what I really would love. If I'm being truthful and honest, this is the number. And then what you realize is that, that because you wouldn't, if you were happy with what you were doing before, you wouldn't be doing this. Now that's not necessarily true because you can enjoy multiple things. But I'm saying if you're trying to replace what you were doing. Right. So that means that, you probably weren't happy with the money you were making. Right. You weren't happy with the time, what you were actually doing, where you were going, and you want a new journey in your life. Right. And this is part of that excitement and adventure and building this business of yours. So that feeling becomes a huge part of it. But we cannot overlook the fact that making a feeling our goal is very hard to grab or to hit, because a feeling can be swayed from one day or another. A feeling can be changed by somebody saying something, or you seeing a random thing, or your mood for that day, or something outside forces that have nothing to do with hard numbers. That's why, like in a Visionary Elite Academy, we have a very specific goal setting system. Right? And we set our goals. At the beginning of every semester, everybody sets their goals. And it's very important. It's of a specific way you set them. And it's very particular. And I always find that people who reach their goals are good at setting them. Because even though I work with a lot of people, there are still some who struggle. They still set these arbitrary, large goals, to reach that. And then it takes a long time then to get to anything because we don't even really know what we're getting to. Interestingly enough, the people who set very specific goals, and by the way, I'm not saying, you come in, you're like, my goal is I'm going to make $1 million this year doing, voiceovers. Okay. That's a goal. That's a very specific goal. You didn't tell me what type of voiceovers, how you're going to do, but that's either you make $1 million or you don't, right? So, but then is that very realistic? Who's going to do that? What? Right? That's extremely unrealistic, knowing what we know about voiceover. So the point I'm trying to make to you is that, there has to be reachable goals too. Okay. And how do you know it's reachable goals? Right. Well, then you have to start to do your research, join a community, be a part of VO's Journey Lead Academy, wherever, or another training for something to where you can start to know what is possible, what's not as possible. So again, getting to how long it takes, it's impossible for you to say, for anyone to say, how long does it take to go full-time in voiceover? But is it possible? Absolutely. What you can do is you can ask people how long did it take them. It took me about 3 years. That's how long it took me to replace my income, about double or triple my income in voiceover. Other people might have done it faster. Other people, it might have taken them longer. Okay, but your particular situation will determine a lot of that, right? And don't beat yourself up about it. It's not, it's not your fault. You're starting where you're starting. Now, I love that quote. God, I can't remember the name, but the person quote. But the quote was, right, is every expert started as a beginner. So you got to start somewhere. All right, look, I'm going to get off my high horse for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. So excited about Gabby coming to a VO's Journey Elite Academy and teaching there. Again, she starts in about a week and a half, so make sure you join and get a part of that, and we're very excited, as well as we've implemented our mentor program, which is going extremely well, where you get a mentor when you join just to help you with your navigation and understanding the academy and everything, and someone to ask questions to as well. So very excited. We have a lot of wonderful things going on there, as well, of course, as Academy Voices Entertainment, which is going amazing too. So we're very thrilled and we're very blessed, and we'd love to have you a part of our community. So you guys have a wonderful day. That link is below if you want to check that out, or even join our newsletter so you can keep up to date about it and learn more there. So have a good day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.